Yo guys, what's going on? So I finally got a microphone for this GoPro and I'm just gonna test it out and work out the kinks, but I'll show you what's going on right now in my garage. I got my two wheels off the ZX-10R. I'm putting Super Corsa V4s on this bike. I'm so excited. The Pirellis. These are Dunlop GPR Sportmax 300s, and they are cheap, and they do not grip at all. I figured I'd try a cheap option, but I figured out the hard way that it wasn't worth it. But it's all good. They were cheap, so. For the Versus, I just actually adjusted the suspension on it to my weight. And also my friend, she likes to ride with me. I wanted to make sure that it was an enjoyable ride for her, so adjusted the dampening in the front and the back, and the preload in the front and the back. Yeah. Just gonna take it for a little ride here and see how it sounds. I mainly bought this mic for wind noise. It's really bad in my videos, so I figured I'd get a microphone and see how it worked. But then I had to get the media mod, which was $80 for this GoPro, and yeah, it's just like jumping through hoops. You buy the GoPro, next thing you need is a media mod, next thing you need is a mic. Who knows what I need next? Most of you people that use GoPros will probably know that answer, but another thing going on my bike right now, the neutral gear position switch is corroded, and I don't know, I probably have to replace the part. I mean, 41,000 miles. I've ridden this thing in the rain so many times, but as you can see, the bike's on, I can't start it. Neutral light isn't on, but when I kick my kickstand up, it's not doing it, but there it is. You can see, there it was. It's some kind of switch in the kickstand that I need to replace or clean, or it's definitely corrosion. But I just don't feel like doing it right now. I've done so much other things today, just as the suspension on this, I lubricated, adjusted, cleaned the chain on this, took the tires off of the ZX-10. Yeah. Just one more thing to do. Gotta love it. But I love these bikes. I mean, they're pre-owned. They're a lot older than the newer bikes. They're 09s. Obviously, this one has 41,000 miles on it. I bought it when it had 15,000 miles on it. As you can see, I put a lot of mileage on this bike. I'm not really geared up either right now. It's kind of like my last day off before I go back to the shop, so I don't really feel like, getting all geared up and riding for 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm just letting the bike warm up real quick. Now, I recently did the clutch on this bike because obviously my wheeling, I burned my clutch out pretty quick because I was just doing it non-stop. And then I came to realize that the clutch cable that I installed was actually kinked up, and it was making my clutch slip again, my new pack that I put in, and I was going crazy, man, but it's good now. So I installed this not too long ago. Just little shit. But let's see how this sounds. So I'm really hoping this eliminates the wind completely. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably start doing moto vlogs, honestly, with this microphone. I'm pretty excited about that. I've always wanted to be a moto vlogger. I obviously have the equipment for it now. I'm just feeling out the suspension. Feels really good. It's flickable. Yeah, motovlogging. I always wanted to do it. I'm like yelling now. I don't have to yell. The mic's in my face. I always wanted to do it. I just didn't feel like fully committing and spending the money, obviously. But now, you know, you only live once. I learned that more and more as I get older, and starting to purchase a lot more things that I would have never purchased 5 years ago. Woo! Yeah, she feels real good. I hope she sounds good in the video too. There's actually a hockey game in an hour, so I want to catch that. I don't know if any of you guys are hockey enthusiasts, but playoffs have been going on for quite some time now. Oh, there's a jump up here I love to hit all the time. Might as well. Do a little wheelie. That was kind of weak. I don't want to put too much stress on the chain. I used to jump that thing full throttle and, like, you know, get some air, and it's cool, but last thing I want is my chain to snap in half. It's already happened to me once before. Yeah, fresh oil and chips. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but man, it's not good. And they're doing it like all on these roads where I live right now, like right where I live, and it's kind of depressing because these are some good roads to ride on. And when they tar and chip it, man, it's just nothing but gravel, like kicking up at your paint, chipping your paint away. It sucks. It's just a cheap way of filling in potholes. Woo! Yeah, the suspension feels really good, man. I'm happy about that. So when I first adjusted my suspension like a week ago, the preload in the front, there's two different knobs on each fork, and I was like turning them, but like you have to have them even, because if you don't have them even, then obviously you could have like your left fork could be stiff and your right fork could be soft, and it just makes handling like a nightmare. And that's exactly what I did, because all I had was a socket. It's a 19 millimeter and a ratchet. I just put it on there, and obviously I couldn't get a full turn out of it because, you know, the ratchet hits the fairing. So I kind of just winged it like an idiot, and I rode like that for like 2 weeks. And I'm lucky to still be here because it was dangerous, man. Like, I go into a corner and like the bike just felt like it didn't want to like dig into the turn. Like, the book says, the manual says 7 turns out from clockwise. If you go all the way clockwise, that's the stiffest setting, and then, you know, 7 turns from clockwise is like factory spec. I went with 5 turns because the factory spec's for like 150 pounds, like the rider itself. I'm like 200, and my friend, when she's on the back, like obviously that's not accurate, so I figured I'd go a little more stiffer on the front and the rear. And I mean, it feels great just with me on it right now. I'm excited to test it with her on it. But yeah, man, somebody commented on my video riding a slow bike fast, and they wanted to hear about this bike, and I'm definitely going to make a video about how I bought it and the wonders it's taught me in the motorcycling industry. I mean, this bike, I learned everything on this bike. I didn't have a dirt bike when I was young. I bought this bike having no experience whatsoever on a manual. Like, I didn't even know how to fucking operate the clutch whatsoever. So I might as well just begin with the story. So I ordered it from a dealership, right? They did free deliveries within like 300 miles or whatever. And I had them delivered to my house. I had no license, I had no registration. Well, obviously I didn't own the bike yet. No license, no permit. Yeah, I was pretty much just going in dry. They dropped it off at my house. My dad was like, "Oh my god, kid, what are you doing?" It's just a 650, right? But at the time, it was a lot of bike for me, especially considering the fact I've never ridden a manual clutch before. So, yeah, it just kind of sat in my garage for 3 days. Look at this guy. That's sketchy. You always got to be alert on these roads, man. But yeah, I sat in my garage for 3 days. And I was trying to like wrap my head around like, how am I gonna do this? Eventually I took it in my grass. Like, I just took it into my yard and I was just getting a feel for it. Obviously I was just putting around in first gear. I didn't know how to shift. It's getting a feel for that friction zone, you know, like the whole kind of thing. And then one day I decided to take it on the street, man. I think it was like a week. I waited a week and then I went on the street. And like shifting in the second gear was the scariest thing of my life, man. I remember it to this day. Like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But then I got it, and then from there on out, man, I've been riding this bike like crazy. Obviously I didn't know how to downshift properly at the time. I was always like downshifting when my RPMs were way too high, and like, you know, obviously it would like go into the next gear and like jolt because I was just in too high of an RPM. I love the wheelie right now. It's like crossing my mind as I'm talking, but I don't know, man. I love wheelies. I'm not the greatest at them. I haven't found balance point yet, so I'm just chasing them idiotically. I smoked my clutch doing those kind of wheelies, and then my friend that has the SV650 in my videos, he just smoked his clutch from doing the same shit. So now I'm really just like, is it worth it? Like, not really, man. Like, not really. I mean, I'm a mechanic. I get the sad part is, at my shop it's a Honda and Suzuki dealer, so I can't really get Kawasaki parts for cheap there. So I've been getting my stuff off RevZilla because I wanted like the OEM plates. It just sucks, man. Like, owning Kawasaki's at a Honda dealer, I know it's stupid if you think about it, but these bikes are great. Like, I can't get rid of them. I am planning on getting a new bike this year. I'm hoping I'm gonna do a loan. Like, I bought this bike with pure cash. I mean I paid way too much for my bikes, all right? So the ZX-10R that I bought, I paid 10 grand for that bike, when in reality that bike's worth like maybe 5 grand, 6 grand on Marketplace. But I went to a dealership, so obviously I got bamboozled. And then I got this one at the same dealership. I think I bought this one for around 6 or 7 grand, when in reality this bike's worth like 3 to 4 grand. So I definitely got gypped there, but they're paid off, you know, they're fully insured. I just can't part ways with them. I just can't fathom it. But that doesn't mean I don't want a third bike, and I'm thinking about getting the brand new Honda CB Hornet 750. It's a 270 crank, it's got quick shift, it's got TFT display, it's got ABS, all those fucking new electronics. I just like to experience it. I've been riding these modern bikes for 4 or 5 years now. They're great, you know, they're very tacky, like tachometer, but you know what, like, it's time to try these new bikes. I've been working at a dealership for over a year now, and I'm missing out. I think I'm gonna put a loan on this bike though. I'm not gonna pay it full cash. I think MSRP out the door is like $8,500 for the CB Hornet 750. So we're getting one in our shop in a month. So I mean, I'm really gonna hopefully pull the trigger on it. I might back out, but I'm really thinking about it, man. I love this bike. It does everything really good, but like the power, man, it's good, but it needs more. And a bike like the Hornet 750, man, that's got the more power for sure. The ZX-10R has way too much power. Way too much power. Like, for the streets, man, like, you're crazy to be riding a bike like that in the streets, unless you're on the highway, obviously. But I love hitting up twisties, man, and like a bike like that, you can still do it. It's just a lot harder. Oh man, chain feels great. I have it taut right now. Like, it's a lit, like, it's not like tight, but it's taut. Obviously, there's not much slack to it, but there's a little bit of slack. I might have to adjust that later, but it does feel good. I like it. And it's cleaned, it's lubricated. That ride in the storm, man, it really dried up my chain, so I had to take action on that. Plus, I mean, you should be like cleaning and lubing your chain every other gas fill up. In reality, like, it's a pain. It's a lot of upkeep, but if you want a clean and smooth ride every time you get on the bike, man, you gotta keep up with it. Oh, I tried clutchless upshifting. I don't have my riding shoes on, so I popped into neutral. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to like pop it while moving quick. There we go. Yep. Suspension feels really good. It's a little stiffer, obviously, but I don't feel as confident yet leaning all the way over on this bike, but I will get there. I love the eyes I get when I'm on these bikes. Like, they're just so, they stick out so much. Like, green machine, man. This thing's like lime green. So vibrant. Alright, I'm gonna go right here. The person had no concern whatsoever. They looked at the final second. Should I do a wheelie? I shouldn't. I grew up on these roads my whole life. I know I'm really good. I know it's a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit right there, but I know these roads, man. I know what to expect. But yes, should be obeying the law, but you know what? If you ride for a living, who cares, man? Professionally speaking, like, I prefer to just ride my own ride. I don't like when people tell me otherwise. You know, like, you ride your own ride, man. You live your own life, kind of deal. That's about it. You don't let anybody dictate what you do or say. We got this Lexus in front of us. Oh my god. It's another thing that really annoys me, man. Like, it's a Monday, obviously. There's gonna be cars out. It's just, I hope the mic quality sounds good. I bought a Purple Panda, by the way. It's like a $30 mic you can get off Amazon. I don't know. It's got good reviews. I was hooking up the GoPro actually before I was gonna go on my test ride, and I was testing out the mic. And like, I kept putting it on powered mic, and I guess it's not a powered mic, it's a standard mic. Like, I just figured the standard mic setting was for the actual GoPro, like, built-in mic, so I figured that wasn't what you're supposed to put it on, but that's it. So I was messing around with that for like 15 minutes. Roads like this bike strives on, though, man. Like, seriously. The suspension, I mean, you can have like a Ninja, like a 400, Ninja 400 or something. That works too, but I don't know. I just feel like this bike's so versatile, man. It's comfy, it's sporty. Obviously, the sound, whatever. It's a 180 crank. I remember just like seeing other bike videos when I first bought this bike, and I was like, wow, why does my bike sound so like dull? Like, why does this bike sound so dull, dude? And then I got a slip-on for it, right? Like, I went on Revzilla, got an Aero slip-on. I was like, oh man, this will fucking make it sound way better, which it did, but like, still, man, it's like it's still that 180 crank, like the infamous sewing machine people call it. Oh god, we got some lawn cutters here. Gotta watch some grass clippings. Gotta love it. It's actually supposed to rain tomorrow, so this is probably like the last ride I'll have for a couple days. But I am putting new tires on the ZX-10R tomorrow. I'm excited. You know, we got tire machines at the shop. I get to change them for free. It's nice. Guy's pointing at me. It's like, nice bike, bro. Yeah, I know. Cowie, baby. But yeah, the Pirelli Super Corsa V4s, baby. I'm so excited. The mileage on those bikes, you get like 2,000 miles out of those tires. Not bikes, sorry, tires. But it's the best grip you can get for the street, man. I've ridden Pirelli Rosso 3s for like 2 whole seasons. When I bought that bike, it had Rosso 2s on it. And then I got like 3 sets of Rosso 3s for that bike. And then I went with the GPRs because, you know, obviously I was spending just so much money on tires. I figured I'd try something cheaper, you know, see if it would work out the same. But obviously grip was not there. So I'm excited, man. I installed those tires on a 2024 Yamaha R1M the other year in the shop. Test rode it. I mean, obviously I didn't test rode it like the way I'm doing right now, but I'm just excited to get rid of those GPRs, man. Like, they're a good tire, but for 1000cc, they're not good. That tire's like factory tire for a Ninja 400. I think they're on the ZX4RR too. But those bikes have what, like 50 horsepower? I'm sure the ZX4RR has like 60 or something. I'm not like bashing on the bikes. I love those bikes, but I'm probably wrong. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have the spec sheet out. I don't really study those bikes. Oh, you know what? I gotta do a thing here because motorcycles don't pick up right here. So I gotta hit the bam. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there comes a car. I did that all for nothing. Whew. Yeah. It's a little stiff. Honestly, for me just riding on this bike, I could probably work with 6 clicks on the preload, because I have three on the back spring right now, and then 5 in the front, which, I mean, like 7 is factory for the front and 5 is factory for the back. Maybe if I go 4 and 6. That's another thing, man. When you start doing this stuff for a living and you start tinkering with everything, you're never fully satisfied. You just keep messing with it more and more until one day you just forget about it. But you know what? It's honest work. I love it. I'd rather be doing this than laying block outside, or, you know, because I come from a construction background. My dad has been a mason his whole life, and I wanted to be a mason growing up. I did masonry, I did concrete, I worked at a masonry supply yard for 5 years. I got out of that though because it's not good on your physicality, that's for sure. I mean, with this job here, it's a more mental aspect, a lot more thinking, but I love it, so. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this whole test ride here. I just wanted to test the mic out. If it's good enough, I'll probably upload this to YouTube. But I just want to thank everyone for sticking around, listening to me blab on about nonsense that's irrelevant to your life. But I appreciate it. And yeah, expect more videos with commentary. Peace.